in your 30s or even in your 40s, whatever age, closer to this video.
The creative mind is a fertile land for growth.
Feel me. Hey my loves, welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome, thank you for returning. And if you're seeing this pretty face for the first time, hey guy, hey girl, thank you for tuning in. So by the title of this video, you already know what it's all about. And just to put that out there, I'm well in my 20s. I'll be talking from majorly experience and things I've learned over the years. Whether you're a guy, girl, in your 20s, before your 20s, trying to know how to start up when you get to your 20s, in your 30s, or even in your 40s, whatever age, actually just come. I'm drawing you closer so you can understand and know how to level up. A quick recap, just so we're on the same page. I've been in school, been out of school, jungled into entrepreneurship. I perfected it from learning a skill, which brings me to the first point of this topic: learn a skill. Whether you have a talent or not, you can actually learn something. And thankfully these days, practically anything you'd like to learn about, you can learn from YouTube. I mean, I learned how to do makeup on YouTube, even though I had like a personal understanding of what makeup is all about, how to install a frontal. So why not? It's good if you have a talent. It's fantastic. You do not know what God has done for you if you have a talent, and all you need to do is invest in your talent, improvise, and then make it better, and then you can earn some cool cash from that talent. But if you don't have a talent, do not panic. So all you need to do is learn a skill. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you find that you're passionate about, you can actually learn those things depending on the nitty-gritty of what your passion is or what you want to learn about. You can actually learn about that on YouTube. I mean, thank God for the century we are in now, that you can practically learn almost anything on YouTube. It's not just about, you can do a lot when you have skill. You can actually be doing a white collar job and then still have a side hustle when you have like two different sources of income, and that's perfect for you. You can never go wrong with learning a skill. Improve yourself, invest in yourself, and that will be the best decision you ever make for yourself. Avoid comparison. Now, this is where most youths get it wrong, because a lot of people tend to compare themselves with others, especially in your 20s, when the pressure is the pressure is getting worse. In your 20s, a lot of people start looking up to you, especially when you're out of school. When you're a graduate, a lot of people tend to start looking up to you, start expecting some things. Expectations are piling up. Send money home, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's a lot. I can really understand. I can relate where you are now, and that brings people to start comparing themselves with their mates. You'd be like, so person is already building a house at home, already bought a car worth 8 million. So person is doing this, that, blah blah blah. And then that's where the pressure starts to really hit you. You feel like you're a failure. You feel like you have achieved nothing. You feel like all your peers are doing well except you. When you compare yourself to others, it does you more harm than good. You tend to be unproductive. You tend to wallow in your sorrow. You tend to think that God created them differently from how he created you, and all those kind of feelings. And trust me, when those thoughts start rolling in, you would not even notice. You might not even notice that you're already getting into the side of depression, and before you realize it, you're already deep into that you cannot even come out from it. So please guys, avoid comparison. Whatever it is that is for you is definitely for you, as far as you put in some work. That's all. This brings me to the next point: avoid naysayers. It actually goes hand in hand with the previous point, because people telling you, you have not done this when this person has done this, and you cannot even do anything, you cannot even be better, blah blah blah. When people start to say those things, it starts to get into you. So avoid naysayers. These people, they can actually rip you off of the little hope you have. I'm telling you. So do not entertain people that are always on the negative side or making you feel less of yourself. Rome was not built in a day, so what exactly is the point? Nobody really understands, or nobody really cares when you're starting, when you're just beginning, when you're in that very low state and you're just very small. When you now make it, everybody will want to be your friend. People will be like, I know when he was this, when he was that. Even people that never even talked to you before will just start talking to you automatically. See it like a process. Just like when you want to plant a tree, you first of all start from the seed, and then when you plant that seed inside the soil, it takes a while before it starts growing from under the soil. Actually, it starts growing from under, so you don't really see that, but it is making progress. It's only when you start seeing that germination from over the soil that you are like, oh, this is working. But there was like a long process going on beneath that soil that you did not see, and you're already thinking, maybe this is not going to grow, maybe it's dead or something. So just see it that way and you definitely grow. Our next point is going to be have multiple sources of income. Imagine you have a skill already and you have a job. That way you have two sources of income. You can never go wrong with two sources of income. When you're doing one thing here and another thing here, yeah, of course it's going to be more demanding, you're going to have to work more and all those things, but at the end of the day, you're receiving your money from different sources. It must not even just be two, it can be more than two depending on the things you do. And then you find out that instead of making just one at the end of the month, you're making like times three of what the normal people make. Who doesn't like money? The more the money, the happier you are, right? So why not change your location or environment? Take for instance, being in Nigeria and you live somewhere like, or maybe in Enugu, maybe you're like a makeup artist. In fact, let me give you an example. When I was in the north during my internship, I was already a makeup artist before I went for my internship. It's a program we do for like 1 year. So getting there, I went with all my makeup things. I found out that it's not really a thing there for them. They really do a lot of makeup, but not like you get to pay a makeup artist. They're always on makeup, but they usually just apply that themselves. They do not really care how it looks. Imagine being in that sort of environment and being a makeup artist. Obviously, even if you're going to get a job in a month, it's going to be like 1, 2, 3. Compared to prior to the internship, I was in Enugu and I was making reasonable amount of money. That way I already know that my location, I already know that the north is not good for me, because it's not good for my business. So there's no way I'm going to grow my business being here. I already have it in mind that once I'm done with what brought me here, I'm leaving. So that's actually what I mean by changing your location when it's not in the right sense of what you want it to be. Changing your environment, it could be like the people you hang out with, the people you call your friends, your circle in general. Sometimes the type of people you hang out with affects you. Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. If you're surrounded with people that are not hungry to do better, people that they are content, people that they are okay with where they are, people that are not even working hard enough to secure a better future. It's just like having hair and then wearing a cap on top of it. It's obviously going to limit you, your thinking. They're going to limit basically everything around you. It's not just about hi, how are you, have you eaten, I've eaten, have you drink, have you shit, I've shit. So it's not about that. People that you can actually talk money with, people that you can have money talks with, and people you can have investment talks with, people that can open your mind to certain possibilities. That's the kind of people you need. Dreaming big and not settling. It's one thing to have a dream and it's another thing to pursue that dream. So when you have a dream and you pursue that dream, what are the odds? There is actually 99.9% chance that you're going to be that man or that woman you want to be at the end of the day. So why not? And do not settle for small. I mean, why will you settle when you know you can actually be better? Why will you settle when you know you can make times 10 of what you're currently making? When you tend to settle, it kills the fire that keeps you going. So do not settle. Change your mindset. You have to be up to 30, then you can buy a car and then start a family or something like that. But when you conquer that mindset and find out that why wait till 30 when you can start in your 20s? I mean, it doesn't have to be something very serious. You don't have to rob a bank to start something as simple as learning something online. It doesn't have to be tech, just something very simple like a hairdresser, a tailor, whatever it is. It could just be very small, but at least it helps you go around your day. Knowing myself, I knew I was very independent. Like, I do not know how to beg, even in my darkest. Like, it's one thing that I've tried to just work on. I've tried to learn how to be able to ask for something. It's very difficult for me to ask for something, and that made me venture into makeup. I started from YouTube. I even went for makeup class, and it was supposed to be for 1 month, but because I do not have the money to pay for that, I just paid half, and I was supposed to pay the remaining half by that week or something. I just learned it for like 2 weeks. I had to run away with the little I've learned, but at least it got me some help. I had to the 2 weeks class plus my YouTube and consistency, practicing. I was doing makeup for free. I would stand after my lectures, I'll come back, people, somebody that needs makeup, because then I was just glad that at least somebody will sit down and I'll do your makeup and you'll take it, wear it out, and then sell my business. So I was actually doing like a free makeup, and then from free I started charging like 500 naira. Like, I'm telling you guys, I started charging like 500 naira, then to 1,000 naira, then to 3,000 naira, 20,000, 50,000. I actually made some money from that makeup. So, and because it's a skill I've learned, it never goes old. So I think I might venture back into it. Who knows? And this brings us to our next point: save. You can never go wrong with saving your money. I know that the more you get money, the more there are reasons to spend that money, but try to only spend it on the important things. Try to only spend it on things that are worth spending on. Don't just spend because you have it. Try to save for the rainy days. Those days you have something to fall back on. I mean, you never know. It's good that you make some money, and it's also good that you learn how to save that money in order to use it for something that will benefit you. I mean, why would you work hard? Why would you sweat? Why would you not sleep only to make money and then spend it in something that is not important or useless? So learn to save. That way, if something comes up tomorrow, can also be able to chest it and do what you have to do with your money. Our last point for this episode, I would say, is focus. Yes, focus, because at the end of the day, you cannot really do this if you're not focused, if you're not hungry. So stay focused when you're trying to make something out of your life. From left, right, and center, just be like there was an alarm and everybody's just talking marriage, 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 marriage this, marriage that, man this, woman this, man this, woman this. I mean, it's not bad, but it's bad when that's all you think about. So focus on what you want, focus on yourself, focus on building yourself, invest in yourself. Nobody wants to be a liability to someone else. Focus on your dream, focus on what you want, where you wish to be. I mean, you must not get every single thing before you decide to settle down, if that's in your plan. But to an extent, I mean, build a reputation for yourself, build the type of woman or man you want to be, and then everything will fall into place. I know it's as if this video has been all about making money, as if money is the only thing that makes us who we are. But just a disclaimer, to an extent, building yourself, investing in yourself is not just about money. This video is not just about the money, it's about your self-worth. It's about being a high value woman or man. It's about building yourself in general, you know, every aspect of your life. When you learn some things, when you try to do better, you find out that you're a better person, and you tend to be a better human, more valuable to your partner, your family, the society at large, you know. So whatever it is, actually, it's not just about the money. In whatever way you can build yourself to be a better version of yourself and a blessing to the society, then why not? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down in the comment section, and if there's any point you think I missed at some point, please do well to share that in the comment section. I do not know it all, I was just giving my 2 cents, so I hope you do yours too on the comment section. Get interactive, and I hope you're blessed by this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. And until then, stay blessed, guys. Bye.